Yeah. The original one, you had some tricks to play better at the top spot, but it's still gonna be a. It was in the ladder map. Like this map was in the ladder, by the way. But it was when you run into it and you like top spot, you were like, that's gonna be hard. You knew it. You knew it was gonna be a hard game.
Yeah.
You have no room for mistake as the top spot. But this time with that remaster, I think we are gonna be just great. Alright, so you started at the bottom spot now. And you're going for... Oh, interesting. Yeah, you're trying this again.
Oh no, I'm not doing a bad thing like I wanted to do last time.
No, I mean the last time your thing actually was pretty good. It's just that your wall placement was terrible.
Oh no, I knew exactly what it was. I just wanted to make it just.
Hey NASCAR, welcome.
Just for fun.
Welcome everyone that just came in, by the way. So we are watching Mr. MadLuster in blue, playing the Stormweaver Orcs. He's playing against the Culturous Humans, played by SlowMage. SlowMage. Oh, you do like that strat. I don't know why. Why? What?
I don't know really what I'm doing right now. As you can see.
Oh god, I hope you get a. I hope you. I mean, you know, MadLuster is a good player. Like I told you, he's pretty much my level now. So I mean.
I know he's good. I have played with him.
Although he doesn't goof a lot. That's why.
When do I goof?
Every game. You're like the most goofy player I know. Like one of the most goofy player I know, which is a good thing, by the way. I do love goofy plays. Is this ranked mode?
I play for fun. I more or less.
I'm sorry that I laughed NASCAR, but no, we don't have ranked mode in a game that has like barely 20 players worldwide. There is a ranked mode on RU, which is a private server for the game, but on the official server we don't have ranked. We have ladder mode, but no, I mean we have literally 20. I represent the whole population of GOG right now. Like there's now no ranked mode. But we have some contests sometimes, and probably we'll have. I will host a tournament just for you know, people that play with me on this on the official server, and we are gonna have it's gonna be a FFA tournament so that anyone can win, because I don't want the winners to be like, oh okay, it's legit, it's me or Goblin, there you go. So it's not gonna be like this. We're gonna have a FFA tournament, I think, and I think on an FFA, I would be surprised not to see SlowMage in the end. To be honest, SlowMage is pretty good at macro. He's good at mind games. So I expect SlowMage, maybe Mistral. Mistral is very good at mind games too. I don't know who's gonna be in the top when I host that tournament, but yeah, probably not me. I'm super bad at mind games. I'm terrible at FFA.
I'm good at doing random stuff.
Yeah, you're pretty good at unexpected things in this strategy. This diagonal wall is very interesting, SlowMage.
My wall. It was my first three just stood there, and I was I
it
can
is
continue.
Artistic. It is very artistic, let's be honest. There is art to this.
Well, I do know when he attacked them.
Yeah, it's true, like it gives you the information. Level 1 versus level 4. But the numbers are in your favor for now.
I know.
Yeah, that's level 4 for you. Oh god,
I know.
that hurts.
I completely forget to make my...
Blacksmith?
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine, you don't really need it. Proof, you know, in the proof is there, so... Oh god.
Yeah, sooner or later I will lose.
You think? This. You think so? I don't know,
yeah.
Probably you have a good economy, I don't know.
Yeah.
And oh wow, this is pretty good too, this is funny. So, oh god.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, he's even moving, he's even microing his stuff, like he's like level 5 and outnumbering you for now. Oh, one dead orc. What's gonna happen next? 5 grunts, level 5.
I have.
Oh, he's macroing his troops too, like he's like avoiding. Oh, he's almost not dead, that orc. How much HP on these orcs? One in the red.
Two in yellow.
Yeah, two in yellow. It's gonna be hard. Yeah, you're probably not gonna win this one.
Oh no, I'm dead.
I mean, I probably messed your game up by talking to you, but these 3 racks though, it is a ballsy play.
I completely forgot to make my...
3 racks and level 1 footman is always going to be a trigger. I mean, it's going to be very hard. You have to fight all the time with 3 racks.
Yeah, I know.
And you can't really do that with if you're outnumbered, like out-leveled, because you're going to be losing the trades all the time. Oh well.
No, he found my expansion! What is this?
He found my expansion! How did he find it? I don't know. So weird. Alright, let's head into game number 2. I do really think you can win this, but if you do you have a preference for the next game? For the next map?
No, I'm just expanding my peons right now.
Okay, so any 1v1 map would do.
Yeah.
Even Dreamland.
I know that.
Just kidding, just kidding. Alright.
You know I'm a pro at Dreamland.
I do. You're the fastest player of Dreamland I've ever seen. That is true. I've never beaten you on Dreamland. You've always been faster than me. This is the truth.
Yeah, I wonder what I'm gonna do this time.
I don't know, I wonder. But I'm not gonna be interfering with your gameplay, so good luck, have fun, and see you after the game. Alright, I just muted myself, and we're gonna be watching Mr. SlowMage playing the Culturous Green Humans, and he's starting right here. This is Mr. SlowMage, right there. And last but not least, we have Mr. MadLuster. MadLuster's playing the blue Stormreaver Orcs. He's starting at the top again, so it's gonna be a rematch of the last game. Some players told me that it's better to play the maps 2 times at least when they play a 1v1, so we're gonna do that exactly. So far so good, not too much difference on Luster's side, but on Mr. SlowMage's side there is a big difference. Instead of going for the second hole right away, he's actually building his racks here. I wonder if he's gonna go for the 3 racks. I do believe the 3 racks is a pretty bad move, and yeah, no, it's not. It's gonna be a very classical build right there. Nothing too scary. So racks. So what you want to do, if you want to exactly make that build work, you have to build your hole, preferably 2, 3 from your mine. Then you build your farm, then you build the racks, then you build a farm, and you build a blacksmith. And you can go for the second racks right away, though I definitely don't recommend that. I think you're better off getting your second racks a little bit later once you have enough economy to actually need the second racks. The reason is, at the beginning you will need that gold to either upgrade your troops or continue making troops all the time. And if you build the racks, there's a very high probability that you're actually going to hinder your production of units. Oh, and he's not building a farm with Bob. So no other farms being built here. Very defensive play from SlowMage here. So we are very far away from the start. The usual basic strategy. If you don't know your build orders for Warcraft 2, I have a YouTube channel where I posted, and I will be posting more build orders there. I started with the very basic one, the most powerful one that will get you through most games, and it's available now. It's out there on YouTube. So for you guys that want some guidance on how to get a little bit better, this is actually very close to what I posted there. So see, the second racks is actually very late, and that allows him to have spent the resources for the first upgrade, and continue producing runs from the first rack. So it's actually pretty good. He has a lot of farms. Yeah, 6 farms is pretty good, and he's producing quite a lot of quite a lot of peons. We can see that he's already 2 farms above SlowMage in terms of number of units. He's gonna have more units, but SlowMage is known for playing under a very low amount of farms. He likes to play under like 4 or 5 farms. Like he will usually don't macro. He usually doesn't macro a lot. So alright, so far so good. MadLuster is you know, getting some vision over the map, trying to find the one way in, one way out. So there is the way right there, the center, the canyon. You can hold it here and here, or you can hold a choke point there, but yeah, it's gonna be finding the SlowMage. SlowMage finds him, 2 versus 1. The Grunt is obviously gonna be running a little bit to find his opponent, and he's gonna run into that tower. So he's gonna die, but the sound of the arrow should give the information to MadLuster of what exactly SlowMage is about to do, what he's doing. So obviously SlowMage has pretty good upgrades, level 3, but he's very heavily outnumbered. That comes down to the fact that he has a very low amount of units, pretty low economy. So far, he's really off scale so far, but we never know. You know, in these maps, the amount of gold that your mine has is pretty low. You can see it's already 26k, and if you're mining it too fast and spending a lot on buildings, you might actually fall down the rabbit hole of having a lot of very good upgraded troops, but if you don't use them, you actually have overinvested, and these troops are not really useful. I like the fact that he's hiding a bunch of his force here, because if SlowMage attacks him, he can then come from behind, and if there is a catapult coming, the catapult will be killed by 5 grunts coming from the back here. So that's pretty good. I like that. Good strat overall. And SlowMage is playing aggressively here. I don't exactly know why he would go aggressive here, but obviously he has an idea. Probably the idea is to try and stop MadLuster from having control over that gold mine. I guess that would be the idea. And building a few towers here might be a good way to make sure that happens. Not quite sure about this farm though. 1 tile away from the hole. Alright, so far so good. This tower is going to be upgraded. Yeah, I think that's what's going to be happening here. SlowMage is making us a Maginot line here. The problem is Belgium is here, and it's not gonna be a... I mean, these gold mines are like 50k, this one is like 30, so... Alright, so MadLuster finds that expansion. It's gonna be attacking the grunts. The levels do match, but that tower is gonna be... yeah, this outpost is gonna be contested pretty heavily. That is a lot of grunts for MadLuster, so he won the fight here, but it's not too bad actually, because by the time he reaches the base of SlowMage, he's gonna have enough to defend himself. Although we can see that MadLuster has a lot of farms, a pretty good economy. He's yeah, I fear that SlowMage is slightly behind here, just in terms of number of peons and tech wise. It's not that good. It's not that bad either, like it's not terrible. Good wall. This is gonna hold. There's no way these grunts can go in, do anything, but they could do some damage, some free damage on the back here, and that's probably what he's gonna go for. Yeah, he's definitely gonna go for that farm. It's free. Yeah, there you go. It's like free farm for me, and there is no repairing that. Like there's like, you can repair it with 2 peons, but there's only so much time it's gonna give you, and he's not even trying to. So that's gonna be a problem. And he can't run there. This is a 2v1 choke point, which is pretty sad. These grunts are gonna have to run away, and this is actually pretty terrible. If he starts losing peons there, it's gonna be quite sad, but no, that's gonna be fine. Okay, he's gonna survive, but he did lose that farm for free. And a few footmen as well. Now we start to see the first knights of the game, and we are gonna be seeing some ogres soon, I think. We do have a lot of grunts at home again, still. And the peon of MadLuster is gonna go for that expansion. I don't exactly know why, but I guess he can afford it. SlowMage is gonna be starting to produce more knights, rebuilding the farm on the back. That was just watching through there, yeah. So yeah, SlowMage is really behind. He's gonna find these ogres. He's gonna fight. He has a lot of knights here. This is pretty good for him. But yeah, I mean, so far so good. The only downside for MadLuster is his gold mine has exploded first, so he has to go for the expansion. And he did spend a lot of gold, but he's gonna get it. He's gonna get that expansion pretty soon. And as soon as he starts mining it, he has an edge, because SlowMage is about to lose his gold mine. And he is nowhere near to get that gold mine secured. Oh, but look at this. SlowMage finds the expansion being built, and he has no troops. He just has the information now. He just knows that his opponent is already getting that expo, and there is very little he can do to stop it. He has some knights, and he's getting that fortress. That's interesting choice. That's a very interesting choice. I don't really know why he would go for the fortress here. He needs a mage to be able to do some damage, but from here it's going to be hard to actually trigger anything. It's gonna have to sap to get closer to mage. The knights are coming to the one way in. The thing is, yeah, the numbers are not too great for MadLuster. In terms of numbers, so far the knights are ahead. But if they go in... Oh, yeah, they go in. They're gonna be killing a few peons. Oh, I don't know if they're killing any peons, actually. There is like... The MadLuster has his ogres popping just in time. That's not too bad for him, because the ogres are actually running around here. He's having advantageous fights because of the cloud. Oh yeah, it's gonna be okay. He did kill a few peons, but that's not gonna matter too much. The thing is, he has to rebuild the hole now, and he's not really ready for it. Oh no. I hope he doesn't have to long distance mine anything, because that would be pretty sad. Okay, no, he's gonna be having to rebuild this. He has to repair it though. Does he have enough resources to do it? I'm not sure. Can he afford that? We have level 5, and we do have the Temple of the Damned and Altar of Storm built, so these ogres are soon to be level 7 or 6. And he's holding pretty nice choke points too. Like these are very good choke points. 2v1 on the bottom here. Going for the grunt, which is smart. That's a lot of Keons though. Yeah, this is probably not gonna go well for him. Yep, Lust is on. Even without Lust, the army size was pretty good for MadLuster, but with Lust research and the mages researched and everything, and the fact that he had his expansion earlier, it's gonna be very tough. Against lasted ogres, there is very little that SlowMage will be able to do. And he doesn't have towers, he just tried to protect this, and oh man, this is gonna hurt. Yeah, it's gonna be hurting very hard. GG. Ouch. How was it, SlowMage?
Yeah, not the greatest.
Yeah, you were a little bit outscaled. Even without Lust, he had too many ogres. He got the expansion earlier. But yeah, Lust is definitely the nail in the coffin here.
Yeah, I tried to with my attacks, but couldn't do anything.
You had some good things though, like macroing wise, it was pretty good. You were just outscaled. The number of peons, basically. You had 6 farms when you had 4 at the beginning. But yeah, you played very defensively. I was a bit surprised at the beginning why you would go for. Alright, we are watching again SlowMage versus MadLuster. And SlowMage is gonna be the first one to give us the vision. Haven't got the vision yet from MadLuster, but I'm gonna be paying him a little bit of a visit, so it's gonna be reminding him, you know, hello, I'm here, you know. Oh, there we go. Now we do have it. All good. So Cramped is one of these maps where the space is so important. You're starting in a base that has very barely enough space for you to build, and so you have to be very efficient with where you put your stuff and where you start, you know, cutting trees and everything. So you have to be very, very efficient with everything. And so this is where really Warcraft 2 shines. It's when it comes to space management. It is so precise because you're playing on that big grid. For those that don't know, Warcraft 2, in Warcraft 2 everything happens on a grid that looks a little bit like this. And you can see that farms are 2 by 2, units are 1 by 1. Every single unit in the game, including air units, are 1 by 1. They just move 2 tiles at a time for air units. See, they always move 2 tiles at a time. And even if I click right next to it, I have to click at least 2 tiles for it to move. And so this is how everything works in War 2. And so when you have that little space, you can see that building your stuff right is gonna be very, very, very important. And this is where you don't get to see that much of these kind of things in other games, because in War 2 buildings do block your units. If you build wrong, you're going to be punished very hard for it. For example, that hole, if you close here, your units are not going to be able to move around. If you don't manage your space right here, you are dead. This is 100% true, yeah. Yes. And you know that very well, Scarf, right? I had my most I think we had one of our best laugh on this map, I think. I think one of the biggest laugh I ever had was on this map with you. It's so cramped. Oh man. But yeah, you had to learn the hard way that this map can be very, very tricky. But when you see, I'm actually looking at MadLuster right here, and I think he did something very smart with this placement of farms. It looks pretty bad from afar, but look at this. He has the space to build a farm here once he has started destroying these trees here. So he's gonna have, like right now his units can move through, and later he can just build very, very close to one another, and he's gonna have a very, very good and efficient space there, because this is space that he can build on later. So I really love that. I think it's very good. He could have built his farm upper and keep it that way, but I mean it works the same. So it's always, you know, units can move diagonally, so... Oh, this is bold. Oh, ouch. Yeah, I mean, he had to find space to build that, but... Oh, this might be a big problem here, I don't know. We shall see later if that's gonna be okay. So far so good on SlowMage side. I do love the way he does this. He managed to make sure that he always have all the room around his woodline so that his peons can cut the trees efficiently, and he's actually doing very well. I'm gonna show you this. Trees in Warcraft 2 cannot exist as if they are alone vertically. So chopping that tile here of tree is gonna remove this one. chopping that tile here of tree is going to remove this one. And every time you're chopping trees in Warcraft 2, you want to make sure that you're removing at least 2 trees if you can. And better even if you can remove 3 trees like here, because he's going to be removing the tile that is in the middle, and these 2 tiles cannot exist because they are not supported vertically by another one. So it's going to be, this peon is going to chop 3 tiles of tree, this one is going to chop 2 tiles of tree, this one is going to chop 2 tiles of tree because it's going to remove the one above. I think it's pretty good. See, 3 tiles removed right there, very efficient. Oh, this is not good, he's chopping only 1 right here, but on this side is very, very efficient chopping here. I'm really impressed. So good space removal here from SlowMage, making sure he's very efficient at chopping the trees here, and he's already on Fortress. So he's also pretty ahead in the tech game. So in terms of space management, this is really where SlowMage shines. He's a very, very good space management player. He's smart, he manages very well. And like I say, I usually say it for Watu, and I think it's very true. If you're good at Tetris and you're good at Go, you're gonna be good at Watu. I think it's very, very comparable when it comes to building your territory, managing your space, and planning ahead where you have to build your stuff, where you have to, how you have to manage it, and then make room. And so far so good. He's really playing well here. MadLuster is not doing bad himself, but he has a lot of peons chopping 1 trees. See, no, this one is actually chopping 2. And it's actually very good. It's actually both of these players are doing great. This one is chopping for nothing. This one is literally chopping a dead tree here. See, he had to stop chopping and start another one. So this one was not gonna be chopping right thing. These 2 are chopping only 1 trees. When you see a peon diagonally to a wood line and chopping only 1 tile, you can improve on this if your goal is to remove space. And in that map, removing and chopping properly is actually very, very important. It's one of the most important things, because otherwise you don't have enough space and you start to see these things happening where your peons don't have the room to move around. And oh my god, here we go. The first mages are out from SlowMage. I mean, the first mage, not mages, but yeah, it's probably gonna do some damage. Just looking at the base here, I think SlowMage is very smart, because when he makes mages in a map like this, he always goes for the zeppelins, and that probably could be sappers later as well, because he has the knights. I believe these knights are just going to be here to defend in case MadLuster goes ham on him, but MadLuster is really starting to fall a little bit behind on this. I think this is going to be okay. Humans got to be stronger on that map because of the exorcism. There's a lot of, on that map, definitely humans and orcs are slightly more, it's way more balanced, because ogres, it's not an ogre map, let's put it that way. Your core army type is not going to be ogres are not going to be that important in that map. But I do think, like, as you can see, and that was 2 or 3 casts of Death and Decay, and that splash damage is incredible. Plus the fact that they have coil. I don't know, coil is such a great spell as well. I don't know. I do feel it's more 50-50 on this one. Your core army is just mages, but DKs are just so strong. DKs are just so strong. And you actually found the hard way that you can die to footmen and knights on this map as well. Like, if your opponent is sapping to you and you don't see it coming, it can actually surprise you and you can die to it, especially if you did not manage your space well. So far so good. But you can see, like, the problem with Blizzard is it does more damage than Decay on units, but it's more random. And so when you start casting it, if your cast appears here, you have to wait for more cast to be lucky, a little bit more lucky if a shard is going to move on a target. And if only you get the splash damage, you see that the splash damage doesn't do that much damage. There was 3 shards that splash damage that Decay, and he just took a few HP there. But it does more damage when hit directly by the shard. So these peons are definitely, this we see when you run directly in the shard, it's like deadly. But if you're not running directly under them, you're probably going to be fine. You just have to be a little bit more lucky when you're playing humans. If you play orcs, it's more reliable. You have more splash damage, but it also is it also does less damage when you're right under it. See but the splash is pretty good. Like that unit just took a few splash damage, and that was enough to put it in yellow. So far so good though. Sapping happening here a little bit. I don't know. I don't think that MadLuster really benefits from sapping here. I think it's a mistake. That mage tower needs to be repaired. Yes. Yes, there is another thing about Death and Decay. It does so much damage to building. Ow. It's gonna die though. Yeah, it's not gonna be repaired in time. Where is the... What? Did he just... What? Did he just see it? Oh, he had the Zeppelin, so he just used Exorcism. Yeah, I saw it later. I didn't hear the noise, that's why I was like surprised, but yeah. Pretty good. The Zeppelin here is what makes it happen. It's very good. Exorcism, by the way, is not a bad spell against DKs, but it's a pretty terrible spell if you're gonna be fighting. Oh wow. Yeah, no, MadLuster is definitely outplayed there on that game. He had a very... The space management is pretty tough here. And he's being outmaged by a lot, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's probably because he made more peons than SlowMage. SlowMage made very little peons. He just made enough that his economy is gonna be, you know, he still has that mine. And it's just barely dying now. It's like 1,000 gold. So it's gonna be dying very soon, but it has been alive for a lot longer than the one of MadLuster. MadLuster is used to play maps that are bigger than this, and he's used to make a lot of peons. But on a 1v1 map like this, where oh, he's chasing the flyers away. Very smart idea. You want to chase these flyers. On some maps, I do even recommend having a Drake and using your Drake to chase the Zeppelins, because these bad boys can be very, very annoying. These are actually what allows SlowMage to be so aggressive with his Blizzard. Because of the Zeppelin, he knows what can come his way, and he knows what his opponent have. So never underestimate the power of Zeppelins. They are just one of the best units. And they are so tough too. They are so hard to kill. Very, very well. And this is all because he had the vision. Like, if he hadn't got that Zeppelin, he wouldn't have had such a great use of his Blizzard. And now MadLuster is actually looking behind. The Zeppelin is the best unit in the game. Probably not, but it's one of the most underrated one for sure. Like, people, I feel a lot of players don't make enough Zeppelins. These are very good units. It gives you so much air, so much vision. Such a powerful unit. And it cannot be death-coiled. Yeah, because it's mechanical, so death coil doesn't work on Zeppelins. If it did, I mean, death coil would be the best spell in the whole game. Okay, the mage tower is gonna go down, but I mean, so far so good for SlowMage. He has so many mages. He didn't really need that mage tower anymore. These paladins are starting to get a little bit harmed, but they could heal themselves. I mean, when it comes to this... oh, he's... okay, oh well. poor peons. Poor peon. I feel almost bad. And that catapult is just here to try and get a lucky shot on the mage, but with the Zeppelin going over above head here, it's gonna be very hard to find it. And yeah, I just ran into that shot here, so yeah, it's gonna be pretty tough for MadLuster to do anything. He has level 2 ogres, and he's long distance mining this is not looking good for him. At that point, SlowMage just is waiting to get enough gold to sap through his opponent and finish him. It's probably what's gonna happen. And he has a vision over this, although there is a lot of, you know, stones, he's probably gonna be able to make it. And actually, MadLuster is gonna make it easier for him. He's actually using his own gold to sap to him. So multicasting here with the mages. They are gonna be low on mana at some point, I guess. Yeah, it's very hard to kill Zeppelin's enemy Zeppelins. They have so much life. Oh, he got a tornado. Tornadoes are one of the best spells when it comes to mage combat, because they just stay so long. And if your enemy has little space, you can just spam tornadoes. It's 100 mana, and it's a very quick spell. So on a map like this, I would say, you say like humans have the advantage, but if you're playing orcs, I would say that don't go for Death and Decay right away. Just make a lot of go for DKs, and make a lot of and go research tornado first. And once you have like 9 DKs posting tornadoes there, you kind of have a lead. Gee, I think we can give it to SlowMage. She played the space management game very, very well this game. That was pretty good. The only map where humans superior to orc. No, I think it's not superior to orc. No, not worth it, man. I would rather have the coin.
It's for last resort.
Yeah, it is for last resort. It's like it's
for me.
The problem is the problem is human spells is most of them are very situational. They only work in very certain situations, and you don't want to have a roster of spells that only works in certain situations. That's not good. The more things you can do with a spell, the better it is going to be, and that's the reason why haste is so much better than slow. Because haste you can use it on on a lot of situations, whereas slow is like that one thing. You know, it's the problem. Like slow is a good spell, but it's that one spell and it has that one situation, and against that you have a haste spell that can be used for so many different things, and it just powers you up. You're lacking a little bit of wood late game. Oh, yeah. You have the haste, you can just get your wood so fast, like no human players can get that. You have drakes, you're forced into a lot of drakes, and you have a haste. Well, you can double their damage and speed, and you can also lose them to have one of the best units in the game, in my opinion. And so there's a lot of things that you can do with that one spell that are not possible, that are not optional for other people. Like that's why you can boost gathering speed with haste. Yes, you can boost gathering speed with haste on peons. It takes it takes more than 2 times. It's actually more than twice the speed, because one peon is going to take 51 chop to kill a tree and get it back home. But with haste, it's going to be like so much faster. It's incredible. And so yeah, I mean, it allows. Imagine a map where the wall is so thin like this, and you have haste and a peon. Instead of spending on sappers, you can use a peon that you haste, and you can try and get to your enemy base by chopping the trees. I've done that on a lot of maps, including for example 4 Seasons, which is very efficient. On 4 Seasons, there are wood lines that are very small, and you can just use a few peons with haste to get to your enemy. So it's pretty sick. Yes, it has to stop. Yeah, it has to start all over again. If you stop a peon from chopping, every time you stop a peon, he has to start all over again. Yeah, it's a bit silly, but it's what it is. All right, we are watching the game. I'm gonna be muting myself and wishing you good luck, because the game has very well started and we were talking about spells. Good luck, good luck. Alright, we are in the game and we are watching Mr. SlowMage in the top side, playing the Cultures Humans. He's already going for the second Rax build and a lot of Woodmans. Against him we have Mr. MadLuster, who went for that expansion spot early. He knows about the map obviously, and he's just gonna be closing himself in and trying to out macro SlowMage. Coil does not do 90 damage, it does 50. It does 50 damage and heals 50 damage. But if you cast 2 coils, it will kill mage. Yeah, and it will heal you 100 damage. It will heal you 100 HP if it does all the damage. It's pretty sick spell, for sure. In my opinion, Coil is the best nuke in the game. It's the best nuke spell in the game. Far above what Polymorphos is, because there's so much situations where Coil is just insane, and it gives you so much opportunities. Imagine you're being harassed in your base by a few drakes. Sometimes they are in your gold flow. You can just use coil there. That will kill the drake, but not only that, but if your mage took some splash damage by the drakes, it will be healed up, back to full life. And you cannot underestimate how important that is. It is actually insanely important that your mages get that extra heal for free. It's not free, but for that extra heal is actually huge. In some situations, it really matters. It prevents you from having to rebuild your mage every time you're getting harassed by drakes. No, it's not different. It is not. You can try it, man. It's the same on RU as well. It's the same on every client you have. It's, unless you're playing a custom game made by Mistral or whatever. If you're playing a custom mode, I guess the damage is different, but normally it's 50 damage done for 50 HP healed for 100 mana, which relates to its cost efficiency to be a 1-1 because it's 1 HP done, 1 HP value for 1 mana. And this is a very good spell for SlowMage. I don't think it's game over though. The chopping here is going to be scary. SlowMage has good vision. Thing is, SlowMage does seem to have a very good start here, but yeah, MadLuster, if he chops out of his base, oh yeah, he stopped the chops. Good. If he was gonna chop out, that was gonna be bad, but so far so good. MadLuster is gonna have that catapult. I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over by any means. I don't think MadLuster is losing this. From my perspective, we have a hole versus the fortress, and we have that attack is very efficient, but I think, nah, I don't think SlowMage is gonna have a good time here. It's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be that easy. That's what I think. Of course, this is gonna hurt, but he has only one ballista here, and now he can start mining from his main base, and he has ogres out. 2 of them, and they're gonna get that ballista, I think. Maybe not actually, because there's the 2 footmans here. Now there's no way that ballista survives. Or maybe it survives. Maybe, yeah, okay, it will do. He has to oh no! No, okay, that's good. It's gonna survive, which is not too bad. This is actually good for SlowMage. It's gonna buy him back. But man, this is getting scarier and scarier. I think MadLuster has this, honestly. The tech advantage is big. We'll see if we are wrong. You know, we'll see who's wrong. But one of us is wrong, Scouts. One of us is wrong. I think even though MadLuster lost a lot of peons, I think he's a little bit. He's not behind by any means. Like, he did lose a lot of peons, but he had the 2 holes for a long time. SlowMage is only on 1 hole, and he has barely the same economy almost. So it's a lot more damage needed to be done, I think, for stopping MadLuster here. It was a good attempt though. It was a good try, but I don't think it's gonna be ultimately good enough. Oh, almost killed the peon there. I don't agree with how SlowMage is playing this. I don't think SlowMage has much opportunity. The problem is the lack of economy. And he did very good. He did overinvest a lot in that army. But he's gonna have to fight ogres that are level 6 and soon to be Lust. Lust is gonna be cleaning that game off. Yep. Now it's gonna be MadLuster's game. It was gonna be very hard to clean the expansion because he tried, like he really tried. But MadLuster was re-rolling it, and the catapult was not gonna survive the ogres. And even if he kills the expansion, there's still a lot of peons on that side, and look at how much peons there are mining here. It's almost the same number of peons that SlowMage has in his entire base. And that's just on his main base there, and even though it was hit by the catapult. He tried, but only with half of his footmans. Yeah, but the thing is, it was a choke point. Like, there's only 2 footmans that can fit here. So even if he bring everything in, He can't hit that many farms, like he was not going to be able to break in just easily. The one mistake, I think maybe if he had bringed one peon, that would have changed the game. One peon over and you have a different game. Players underestimate so much the fact that they underestimate the advantage of bringing a peon over. Always try to bring a few peons over when you're attacking someone. The reason is one peon here could have chopped that tree and get him inside. That's the one mistake, I think. But even then, if he stops the expansion, he still has to fight the main base with like Lasted Ogres. Pretty good stuff. Very, very good attack. I think Scouts really thought that you were gonna win this one. But I think if you had actually bring over one peon, like just one peon for the main attack, you could have to actually chop to that expansion, chop into it and kill it. But I don't think it would have mattered that much. The problem was the MadLuster getting Lasted Ogres.
Already had his fortress.
Yeah, he already had the fortress. Like that was the prototype to win too. So that's the thing with water map. Even though the space is, I mean, it does force bottom spot. Yeah, probably happened.
Yeah, both of us rushed over to each other.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that. It does. This map does encourage city plays. It does make you want to try city things. Pretty cool map, nonetheless. Alright, both players are starting where they are starting, like I said. And we are watching the game. We are having Mr. MadLuster in blue, playing the Stormweaver Blue Orcs. He's starting right here, top side, and bottom side we have Mr. SlowMage in green, playing the Cultural Humans. Don't know if I can play today. I'm helping someone move. Alright, Goblin. It is fine. It's fine. Hope it goes well, man. I was expecting you to go to the gym, you know, but yeah, exactly, using these gym muscles. It's all about the gym muscles, exactly. So far so good. Since it's a water map, I expect both players to go for a lumber mill quite early. It looks like Goblin and SlowMage is gonna go for that Rax, building a second farm here or a tower, I don't know. Probably a farm. And he probably is looking forward to make a grunt rush or of some kind. And Ninja Tailor or MadLuster is actually going for that shipyard first. He's not going to be defending his base at all just yet. He's probably going to be building a tower a lot later. But he's going for full water build here. So full water does work, especially against the bottom spot because it's a little bit cramped. So it's good. But it can backfire as well. Pretty heavily, especially if your opponent manages to get that expo, which is pretty safe. So it all depends. For some reason, the top left expansion is always taken first, but it is actually worse than this one. This one is much better. Gonna give you the reason why right there. See how much space you have here, and your hole is gonna be back here. So, and it's not gonna be that easy to use jugs to kill the peons there. Whereas on the other side, your hole has to be right next to the water. I'm gonna show you that very quickly. Okay, it's gonna be one shipyard water rush plus an oil tanker being made. All right, see that your hole has to be a lot more exposed, and your peons are gonna be coming out in a much more inefficient way. So it's gonna be pretty bad. As you can see, the tower has been up, and MadLuster knows what he's doing. He's going for a water build here, and he's gonna go for that oil platform. A very early oil platform. If you're gonna play someone that goes full water, you don't want to have an oil tanker first. You want to make sure that you get your battleship first. You have 4 battleships that you can get out very quickly, and you want to get that out as fast as possible. The more battleships you have out, the better you're gonna fare on the water. And once you get, once you destroy your enemy shipyard or foundry, preferably foundry, because the foundry is very weak. It has only like 500 HP. It's pretty quick to kill. All right, first attack is coming. obviously very early build here, very early rush. We have a peon and an archer on this side, on this raid. These are just level 1 footmen. They're probably gonna die to the tower here. But with that peon on the island, he can do some work. Now he's gonna force some reaction from Ninja Tailor here, and the tower is actually hitting the footman here. He's gonna kill one, at least one. And he goes for that tower with the archer and the footman, but yeah, man, that's not gonna go well. Yeah, this force is gonna be countered. These footmen are gonna have to go back here, but they are gonna be chased down. I mean, this is only one level 1 footman. I don't think MadLuster should be shying off. Like, he should go for it. Go for the. Yeah, there you go. This is just level 1. Yeah, this tower is gonna go down, but it's gonna cost a lot of peons to do it. I think he reacted too slow. He has so many peons though, he should be able to deal with this pretty easily. Yeah, he's gonna deal with it. But it still costs him a bit. Now he has a battleship hitting the main battleship of SlowMage. Yeah, he's gonna lose a few peons there. That's gonna be okay though. Didn't lose that much. And he has the control of the water here. He killed the shipyard and he's gonna kill the foundry now. Good choice to go for the shipyard first. That's definitely gonna help this time. Because, yeah, shipyard is allowing you to build a foundry. So you could always rebuild the foundry. And now, problem is I don't see any transport. So I guess SlowMage is back on the... He's gonna need to get mages. Although he has the economy I don't know, not even. I don't think he even has the economy advantage, does he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know, not at all. He did kill a few peons from MadLuster, so that evens it out, but it's not a clear advantage. Yep, these footmen were destroyed. And we're gonna have an early keep here. Not really much choice in that. The hand is definitely up to MadLuster. It's MadLuster's game now, for now. He decides where it goes. He can go for an expansion or try and go for the kill. I would say at that point getting the expo, getting the water really well under control is the best bet. We'll see where that goes. That's probably an attack transport. I saw a grunt going inside, so I guess he's just gonna try and finish it. We shall see. But once you have that much control over the map, I think not using it is a bit criminal. Okay, so it's just a peon and a grunt. Oh, okay, I like that actually. I like that. He's gonna use his battleship to force a reaction. That's gonna have to be a catapult. And that's an expensive unit. Catapult is like very expensive. Now I hope this is a cannon tower or a quad tower. Cannon tower will give him a little bit more range. I guess what he wants to with that tower is to force SlowMage to get in range of him. Force him to get out and get closer to these battleships. Yep, that's gonna be tough. SlowMage is not out yet though. Yep, these footmen are gonna be triggered here to attack the tower. And the battleships are gonna make quick work of this. And there's not so much room. Like this right here a little bit, but... the towers versus towers now. Woo. MadLuster doing a very good job protecting his towers with the battleships. This one is a little bit less protected, but because it's such in a very good spot, it only can be attacked by one unit. And once this dies, this is gonna be a 2-on-1 tower. It's looking pretty dire. for SlowMage. That earlier rush really didn't pay off. Now this is a tower back tower, so this one is actually pretty good. And these are level 3 grunts. They're gonna do a good damage here, but yeah, not enough to kill the tower. Problem is the third tower is gonna kill it. Oh no. Yeah, 2 towers versus 1, only 1 repair could not do it. That's gonna be sad pretty soon, unless a catapult comes out like all of a sudden from SlowMage. But even with the catapult, this is so much space that MadLuster has, and he can now look forward to expanding, whereas SlowMage is just spending resources trying to stay alive. Pretty good early game for him, and for MadLuster. Yeah, there's definitely a ballista coming, otherwise he would have left. The one ballista though, probably not gonna be doing much. Or is he waiting for castle? If he loses this or this, he can't make a castle. So for him to be able to make it to castle, he needs to be able to have the stables. And the blacksmith. Oh no castle for you, man. Without the blacksmith, gonna be impossible. And no ballista either. Crap. Yeah, the ballista is out, but yeah, took so long. Yep, and it also went in the fire range. It's quite sad. At that point he knows the game is kind of over there. Blacksmith lost, stables lost, and his opponent has so much gold to play with. And expand too. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. He's not even expanding, he's not gonna get these expansions. Just gonna go for the one base. Yeah, this game. Wow. Tough. Ouch, tough one.
Yeah.
And all you wanted to do is to get to castle.
Yes.
Yeah. That was very good use of the battleships to protect the towers with it. Pretty sick play there. So what do you want to play next? You have an idea?
know.
I might host something like Tiny Seasons. Or another bigger map. So what's your next game? What's your next objective here? Now that you're
win.
Win? how do you make that happen?
By killing him.
Ah, that's a good plan.
I don't know how else.
Yeah, at that point, there is very little chances, is there?
He has DKs, I know.
Yeah, DKs, ogres.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only, you know, it's only a scratch. Just a scratch. You're just fine.
Okay.
Oh god.
Can you move?
He stopped moving because the DK wasn't there.
Yeah, I know.
Poor footman. It's tough to watch. But to be fair, the bottom spot is a little bit more cramped than the top spot, so...
Yeah, I know.
On the bottom, if you're not winning the water game, you're kind of screwed. Have to go for water, I think. Top spot can get away with not getting the water, but... Yeah, it's still kind of... SlowMage goes until the last one. Nah, he has a footman still.
I'm not dead yet.
Not dead yet. Still has a few footmen and peons.
I'm not dead yet, boy.
Look at these proud peons. Yeah, maybe now you are. Oh. To be fair though, MadLuster went very ham on you. He did not take the expansion right away.
Yeah.
The towers were sick. Killing your farm here. I mean, I don't know how much more money you have. Oh no. Not like this.
I have enough. If I say so. If I have to say so myself.
Oh man. The knight dying like this was a bit sad. Oh, you got it. You got that ogre. That's just...
No, I'm dead. I have 217 gold.
Oh yeah, that's pretty dead. There's no coming back.
I got my castle, but I only had 1,800 gold left.
I think you were missing a few hundred golds to win, but not much.
And I didn't win. I didn't win once against that person.
Oh man, who was it?
I was close. I don't remember. It was like 5 years ago.
Oh wow. It probably was Cell if you didn't win any game, I mean.
I don't remember. We played a few games, like 3-4 days in a row.
Oh wow.
At the same time.
Alright, good luck, have fun. May the best player win again. And this map is going to be quite interesting to watch for sure. Alright. Hop. Here we go. We are deepened on Discord and now we can watch the game. And we have Mr. MadLuster playing the Blacktooth Green Clan Orcs here on the top side. And against him is SlowMage in green, betting the Bleeding Hollow Orcs, and actually quite lucky for SlowMage to start chopping exactly where his opponent's gonna be. Very lucky, because he could have tried to start on the right here, on the left here, but... Oh, he's gonna go to the left too. Oh no, he's just gonna try and get to that spot right away. And I don't think MadLuster is aware of this just yet. MadLuster is just going for... Oh my god, MadLuster is going for the catapult strat. Oh, does he see this? Doesn't see... He has not scouted this! Are you kidding me? He's not seeing this. This is gonna be wild. The absence of scouting here is gonna allow SlowMage to get away with this. Oh, he saw it! He saw it! And he just closed it! Oh, he closed it at the nick of time. Last second close right there. Okay, so now he knows about this. And he just made a tower that he's gonna be upgrading. And the grunt is gonna go in and try to, you know, start attacking it. So that's gonna cost some repairs. I mean, it needs to be repaired a bit. It won't die anytime soon. It will cost a few repairs. Yeah, there you go. So it's gonna cost the repairs there. Only grunts here is pretty scary. And here we go. Okay, so a little bit of a move around here, and MadLuster going for an expansion. That is weird. That is a weird play. But why not? I mean, he has an advantage here. The advantage is, so far, he's the only one that can get some catapults out. So he's gonna have a few catapults over SlowMage. But SlowMage has built intelligently. He's built away from the wood line, so it's gonna force him to chop, to get closer, in order to get some range to start attacking stuff. So these guns are just gonna move out of the way for now. And yeah, I mean, SlowMage is not looking bad at all. He's not chopping the right trees though. Chop this one. Diagonally, you can chop 2-3 trees at a time, but he's gonna chop this one instead. That catapult is not far enough to see this. MadLuster is really lucky. He's scouting very late his stuff. He could go very wrong. If he doesn't see these grunts coming in... Oh! It's in range of the catapult. Cancel is gonna happen. Now the grunts... I mean, the way is open. The way is open. Grunts, come on, go in! Oh, wow! Such a misplay though. That should never have happened. The lack of observation, not observation, but the lack of vision really is hit. Like the lack of scouting, seriously. This should have been scouted for sure. Now there's a catapult. I mean, SlowMage is dominating this. What? Yeah. Doing pretty good. The lack of scouting, though. This could have been prevented so much. That was very good. Very good game there. SlowMage played very, very nice. I was not expecting this to work. You got this, man. You got this, SlowMage. Wow. The lack of scouting from MadLuster. Wow.
Didn't he see me shop?
I don't know. He didn't scout. Like, he didn't look.
Oh no. So he couldn't see it with the ballista.
No, he couldn't. Oh, I'm gonna host it again, I think, because it's interesting. I want to see if he pays a little bit more attention. It's a good map.
I checked. I was I'm gonna go for the furthest away.
Yeah.
And hope for he's not gonna see it.
I'm hosting it again because it's definitely a very good map, and yeah, I was surprised. We are only 3 right now, Zephyr. If we get more people, I'll host bigger maps. But if I host all units for 2 players, I mean, it's gonna be quite. I could make a 3-player version of all unit, or 4. All right. Good luck. Have fun.
It's not. I think it's easier to make 4-player.
Yeah, 4 players probably easier. But what we really need is a 7-player version with a watcher. I need more of these 7-player maps for the FFA tournaments. Alright. MadLuster and SlowMage. Game number 2 on the Nowhere to Run. Good luck, have fun.
Alrighty then. Welcome. We are watching Mr. SlowMage. Playing in black, he is facing the amazing MadLuster in green.
And here we go. The game has started. Alright. SlowMage. What are you gonna go for this time? So many different strategies can be played on that spot. And this time I love it because we had last game, they had a vertical playoff, like one right neighbors, and now they are not right next to each other. That's what I mean. Oh, he's gonna go for that tower. The watchtower here is just to get information over what your opponent is doing. I'm not quite sure if I love it or not. It's I have mixed feelings about this. Could chop diagonally here. I would do a good job. No, he's actually just gonna wall for now. I wonder what's gonna be the strategy here. We have no farm. I forgot the second farm here. I'm not sure why. This is gonna pop here. But why? Why no farms? And oh man, what happened, SlowMage? SlowMage is starting on the back foot here. On this game, he messed up so bad the early. His space is very not well managed, to say the least. He's actually he has 3 tiles of space here that are wasted, and he just started making his second farm now. And no, it's not looking good for SlowMage at all. This is looking very bad. And his opponent is already getting catapults pretty soon. I don't know, man. It's looking pretty sad, And as soon as this is gonna be 3 peons blocking here, the peons are gonna start moving from here as well. And that's gonna be a problem. There's one grunt here. He sees the chopping happening. He knows his opponent is diagonally placed from him. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? How does he come back from this start? I hope he can come back from this. I think he can, but it's gonna be tough. I really don't know what is gonna be the idea here for him. So there's gonna be a tower here for MadLuster, and the first catapult is finally out. Catapult's gonna kill the watchtower pretty quickly. Or the grunt. He's gonna go for the grunt first. Yep, grunt dead. Catapult is out, and the information is out as well. SlowMage has chopped to get out here. And the vision for MadLuster is not too bad. This tower is not doing any damage, of course. We're gonna see a catapult for SlowMage as well. Is it gonna go for that catapult as well? Oh, the backtrack though. He backtracked into it though. That was pretty sad. It would have missed it, but he went back into it. Oh, that is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. It's gonna take the splash damage if it stays there. Okay. Oh no, okay, it's dying. Oh no, that is pretty sad. Very sad actually. I wonder what he's gonna be the next step for him. The Rax is taking damage. We don't have it. Oh, okay, he's like, what? This is looking very hard for SlowMage. This is gonna be a hard game to come back from. The early start was pretty sad, and he even lost the catapult pretty easily here. It can be tough to really have a good run there. He's trying. He's still trying. I mean. Oh, he got the catapult, what? It's actually pretty good news for him. For now. Oh no, the catapult is actually doing a good job here. It's gonna... oh. Uh-oh. That ogre though. And the grunt is gonna kill the peon repairing. Not bad. He's gonna at least clean that, but it cost him like most of his force. Like most of his ogres for that. Such a hard game for him. And now he's gonna pressure again, like with the catapult. Although there is a peon inside. If the catapult goes too much forward, the peon can trap it inside and kill it. Yep. No, it can't move. It can't move. It's trapped inside. But the second peon is gonna kill the peon killing the catapult. Oh, but the good shot! Oh my god, that was a good shot. And so, but yeah, SlowMage is definitely dead there. Okay. Catapult is gonna be saved. SlowMage is in such a dire situation. And the thing is, the more the time goes and the more space MadLuster is gonna be able to take away from him. Okay, the tower is gonna go down here. MadLuster is now catching up with tech. He has ogres as well. When he has the ogre tech, not the ogres, but the ogre tech. So far, so good for him. I'm surprised he didn't get more from what he's, you know, from the start. Yeah, not in range. Close, but not in range. He's gonna be trying to do splash damage here. Probably not gonna work. Okay, it's gonna block the catapult in with the ogre. Nice indeed. The second catapult's gonna clean off that cat. Oh no. Yep, it's gonna go down and back to square one. How do you make that work? I'm trying to think about what could go very right for him, but the longer we wait, the harder it is to find things that could go right for him. Oh my god! Oh no! The splash damage there, wow! Killing the two ogres like this. That was insane. And down goes the ogre. I don't get the towers as well. I think he just... I would just build... if I was him, I would just build a racks here. That would be so much stronger, and he could just finish like the racks here with the catapults. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I guess he's having fun with the tower. I don't know, man. It's much closer than it should be. Let's be honest. I think MadLuster is toying with his prey right here. He's just playing with it. You know, when we say don't play with your food, but that's what he's doing. Just playing with his food. Level 2 against level 3.
And the prime objective of our program will be to gradually pull
Hey Duda!
across the time.
Welcome buddy, how are you doing today? Thank you man, thank you so much everyone by the way. Thank you so much everyone for your support. It really means a lot to me. Keeps me going, you know, keeps me vibing. I will play one last year for you, man. If you're joining, I'll definitely do that. We didn't have a lot of players today. We played like 1v1s all day. It's what it is. Sometimes, you know. I did say last weekend that I would try to play the evening, but I couldn't. I was unable to. So maybe a lot of people expected me to be online later, as I couldn't do it. Oh, sorry, while trying to kill a fly. I'm a murderous beast, what can I say, you know? Killing flies is part of the things I do, sometimes. I'm a murderous person. You think that SlowMage could end up winning? I don't know, man, I don't think so. I honestly don't think there's a way. Like, MadLuster would have to waste so much stuff. There's no way he can lose this, I think. Let's be honest, SlowMage has been fighting hard. The game is getting out of hand. The towers are slowly creeping in. If he doesn't make a catapult, and he doesn't look like he's going to... At least he's singling out these units. The absence of wood makes it hard for him to make ogres, so that's why he's making grunts right now. That ogre's like, no, I want to go there, no, I want to go there, no, I want to go there. Oh man. Yeah, GG. How did that go that long? I was surprised. You had such a hard time at the beginning. I don't know what happened with your base building, but man.